Hello, I am
Hello.
David Cade, the CEO for the American Health Law Association. Each year, the Board of Directors approves a slate of esteemed individuals selected by the Fellows Coordinating Council as AHLA Fellows. These longtime members have shown a commitment to the association through their participation as speakers, authors, mentors, and leaders. They are regarded as one of the top health law professionals in the legal community, and all have been participating actively in AHLA and the health law profession for 15 years or more. While the bios of these fellows are posted on the AHLA website, it is just a snapshot of their many accomplishments. I want to give you the chance to hear from them personally and learn more about why they deserve the Fellows honor. The 2022 Fellows class includes 7 exceptional individuals. Today, I have the distinct honor to be speaking with Toby Singer. Toby, congratulations and welcome.
Thank you, David.
How does it feel to be an AHLA Fellow?
Oh, it's terrific. It's terrific. It's something that I've, of course, heard about for many, many years and was thrilled that I now have the opportunity to be a fellow and continue my work with AHLA.
And you've been a great partner in your continued work with AHLA. And so I want to take you back a little bit and ask, why did you go to law school and why did you select health law as a career area?
Well, I am old enough to remember when going to law school for a woman was not the expected path. In fact, until I was halfway through college, it never dawned on me that that was something I could pursue, because the women that I knew who were older were teachers and nurses and other kinds of office workers. And it wasn't until I was halfway through college and heard the seniors in my dorm talk about planning to go to law school that it dawned on me that that was something I could do. And it just opened my eyes and realized that it really was a good fit for my skill set and for my interests. So I decided to pursue law at that point. And health law was a much more deliberate choice. I was working for the government at the time. I worked for the FTC in my early career. And in the Reagan administration, regulatory work was very much frowned upon. It was an era of small government. But the one area where there was actually a lot of activity at the FTC in the competition space was healthcare, because healthcare was for the very first time being opened up to the antitrust laws. And so I chose to join what was called the healthcare shop within the FTC so that I could have a much more interesting and active career at that point.
And it became a very active career.
It did. And if somebody had told me in 1982 that in 2022 it would still be one of the most active legal areas that there is, I'm not sure I would have believed it.
No, I don't think you would. And in fact, in your specialty of antitrust, it is still, right, an incredibly active area of the law.
Absolutely. And including the current makeup of the Federal Trade Commission, they have identified, as so many have before them, healthcare as an area of priority.
Absolutely. So looking at AHLA, how has AHLA helped you remain connected with your health law colleagues?
Well, through many, many routes. Even though I'm retired now, I still keep in touch with all of the many professional and personal friends that I made through AHLA. I'm still somewhat active in AHLA endeavors. I go to conferences now that they've started becoming available again. I've participated in webinars. I still am on mailing lists and read pretty much everything relevant to my areas of interest that comes across. I listen to podcasts while I'm walking, sorry, and try to remain as connected as I possibly can.
And that's a valuable gift to everyone who's still in the area of practice. And in that theme, if a new AHLA member asked you how to get involved in the association, what would you tell them?
I would say that the association is always looking for volunteers for a wide variety of activities. And I found the best path for me and for other people coming along was to get active in a practice group. I was very active, of course, in the antitrust practice group and was a member of other practice groups. And it is a great way to keep up your skills, to learn new things, and to get to meet people who are also in the AHLA. And then, of course, to attend the programs. But the more personal way to do it is to get active in a PG.
That's good advice. And speaking of advice, if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
I think it would be to have more self-confidence. I think younger lawyers coming in are a little hesitant about their skills and their ability to contribute. But I think that for somebody who is working to improve their professional standing, they should know that it is absolutely doable. And through AHLA and other ways, you can build a very, very satisfactory and enjoyable career.
Well, and in fact, you did have a very satisfactory and enjoyable career. And as you think back over your career, what has been the accomplishment you are most proud of and why?
I think that the accomplishment, if you consider this one thing, was the ability to become well known in the field of healthcare antitrust, to the point where I was able to have clients all across the country and have available speaking and writing opportunities, and to know that I was one of the people that clients in need turn to, because it's a very specialized area. So I'm very proud that I was able to get to that point in my career.
Well, I consider that quite an accomplishment, and yes, you are nationally known to this day, Toby, and so thank you. And so when I think about that, it kind of raises the question: can you share what traits you feel are most important in being an effective health lawyer?
I thought about this a little bit, and I think there are two things that I want to point out. One of which is to be an effective lawyer of any kind, and that is to listen. Really listen to the people that you're working with, listen to the clients, listen to the government people you're dealing with, listen to your clients' constituents. And then with respect to health law, to learn absolutely everything you can about healthcare. Sorry about that. The ability to understand what is going on in the healthcare field is critical to be able to practice law. And that's something that is, of course, constantly changing. And you cannot be an effective lawyer, whether it's for a client, whether it's for the government, whether it's in-house, whether it's for an association, without really understanding the business that you are working with. And healthcare, of course, is so unique that it's even more important to understand healthcare than perhaps other areas.
Two strong takeaways there: listening and understanding your client's business. Those are great pieces of advice. You had mentioned earlier that you walk and listen to podcasts. I would presume that's what you do for fun, but let me ask, as you strive for balance, as we all strive for balance in our lives, what do you now do for fun?
Probably the major thing that I do now that we're emerging back into the post-COVID world is go on vacations. I have as much fun planning vacations as I do going on vacations, and active vacations in particular. Our most recent vacation was a biking trip in Quebec over the summer. So that's the number one thing. And then so day to day, I like to get a lot of exercise. And now that I'm retired, I have time to read. I read books and I read fiction.
Taking time. That's great, Toby. I want to thank you again for spending time with us. I want to also take a moment to congratulate you and thank you on behalf of AHLA and literally the health law community for the great work that you've done.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it.